This is your October 2023 real estate market update for Montgomery County. Mark Fitzpatrick here with Arla Real Estate in Potomac, Chevy Chase, Maryland. This is what's going on. Let's look at it. Year over year, prices are up 3.3%. 3.3%. Let's take a step back on that one, because most people, if they just pay attention to the news, think that prices have gone down a lot. They have not. They have not. But don't also read into that this is a robust market and sellers can put a house on the market and get 20 or 30 homes competing, multiple contracts. That's not happening either. What's going on? The inventory is still historically low, and yet the buyer demand is also low, and that's been going lower. Why? Well, you probably understand the interest rates. The mortgage interest rates have pushed people even lower. It's really nice out here today, right? We're going to be in the 80s going into November. The markets are not going to be that hot though, but they're not going to be that cold. So if you're expecting a crash, because people keep saying I should wait, and no, you should buy a home when it's the right time to buy a home anytime, and you should sell a home when it's the right time for you. And only you know that, and certainly we can always talk about that. But the markets, unless there's a tremendous rush of inventory on the market, there will not be any real crash the way I see it, because there just aren't enough homes out there to actually cause that. Oversupply is typically what causes a crash, right? Too many homes on the market, not enough buyers. And if you combine that with higher interest rates, then that will exacerbate it. But right now, we're just sort of in a stalemate. And that is the bigger problem. And that's not going to change anytime soon unless we get some clarity and some direction with the market. So uncertainty often causes people to not move, right? They don't know what to do. They freeze. And that's what's going on right now. People are concerned about conflicts around the world, the Middle East, what's going to happen, the 2024 election, and a multitude of issues that are causing people to kind of hold tight. And of course, if you have a 2.5% mortgage, 3% mortgage, unless you're like clients of mine recently, that we assumed the mortgage, closing on this in a couple of days, for 2.49%. That's a rarity. So that's the state of the market right now. And unless we have a massive increase in buyer demand or a massive amount of new inventory on the market, if we sort of stay in this current position, we're gonna stay in this current position. So what could you expect? If there's a dip in mortgage interest rates, even if it's sort of a flash dip, well, what could happen? There'll be a whole bunch of buyers coming out of the woodwork trying to squeeze in and get a place while they think the rates are still low or lower, right? Remember, it's all perspective, right? If we went from 7.75% to 6.9 or even 7%, that would move a bunch of people, right? It's perspective, right? If rates were 14% and all of a sudden they're 8%, wow, that's really low. But it's high right now compared to 3% just a couple of years ago. What else could cause a problem? A whole bunch of new inventory. If you get a whole bunch of new inventory and rates continue to rise, then you could expect prices to drop even more. So that's it. We're sort of in a flux right now until there's more clarity and direction on what's going to be happening in the markets. And we just sort of have been in this mode here for multiple months right now. So as always, buy for the right reasons. If you're buying an investment property, it's an investment property. It should speak for itself with the numbers. If you're buying a home for you and your family and it's going to be long term, then you have to like the house above all. I was explaining this in another video, and with clients who got this house at a 2.49% mortgage rate, fixed. It was a VA assumable loan, by the way, if you're curious. And they liked the house. I said, if you don't like the house, then we're not even going to consider it, and they agreed. So anyway, that's it. That's the October 2023 real estate update as we head into November. I hope you're well. I hope you get outside and enjoy this beautiful weather. And as always, message me if you have any questions. Remember, real estate is hyper local and things are different in areas, even throughout the county. That's it. See you soon. Take care. As always, you have my number. If you don't, 240-687-2650. Sorry for the bumpiness there at the end. I'm enjoying this walk real quick before a meeting.